Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome to full reaction to Spain's demolition of Costa Rica. It is an absolutely sensational performance from Luis Enrique's side, who've won 7-0 in their World Cup opener. Many questions were asked coming into the tournament about who was going to score the goals for Lucho's side. But how about this? Everyone, literally everyone's going to score. And that's what happened tonight. We are going to be talking here about all of the goals, all 7 of them, the Barça influence in 5 out of the 7, and it was stunning. It was absolutely enthralling from Spain, and it was a statement to open up their World Cup campaign. So come on, and let's discuss it. Because Luis Enrique opted there for Unai Simon in goal tonight, and there were a few surprises along the back line too. Rodri there starting at centre-back alongside Aymeric Laporte, Azpilicueta at right-back, Jordi Alba at left-back. Then in midfield, we saw a full Barça trio, Busquets supported by Gavi and Pedri, and that midfield was stunning. That is how you play with that midfield. It was absolutely glorious from Spain, and up front it was fluid. It was flexible. Asensio down the middle with Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres either side of him. And it was a really, really exciting attacking performance right from the word go, with 5 Barça players included in Lucho's team. And there was one more still to come off the bench, because it did not take long in the game before we started to see straight away that impact from the Barca spine of the team. There was a stunning ball in behind here from Pedri. What a pick out that is to Dani Olmo there. The vision, the execution on the pass, and Olmo couldn't quite find the finish on that one, but I think Pedri was taking up some extraordinary positions there, really finding himself in good pockets, in space there between the lines. You can see him here teeing up Asensio, and he very nearly could have had 2 assists there in the opening 10 minutes of the game. But the goal did come for Spain within 11 minutes there. Busquets was at the hub of everything today. Luis Enrique spoke in the build-up to this game about getting him into the right areas. That's what we saw tonight. It was good play in the build-up from Spain. They work it into Gavi, who's in lots of space there, and he produces a piece of magic there. Outside of the foot pass, lovely little ball through. It takes a deflection on its way though, and that is why this touch here from Dani Olmo, wonderful touch there to set up the chance, to give him an opportunity to strike at goal, and it's a lovely composed finish as well. And once Spain took the lead, they never looked back, and that was what I really enjoyed tonight about Spain. We've seen lots of teams in this tournament so far take the lead and then sit off and then back away and not really have the urgency and the energy to back it up with more goals. But Spain, they showed how it was done. Because on 22 minutes there, once again, Busquets at the heart of things in midfield. You can see Jordi Alba there out in space off to the left-hand side. He plays it out to him. And like I say, Alba has room and he has time. But I think what's really intelligent here is that he sees Asensio's run. He actually sees here that he's pulled back there. Everybody else has retreated into the box. Asensio just hangs back on the edge. Lovely little pick out from Alba. And it's a great finish from Asensio there. He watches the ball all the way, takes it on first time, hits that with real venom. Now, could Keylor Navas do better? I'd argue possibly. You know, he gets a hand to it there. It's sort of central into the goal, but hit with so much power, spinning away from him. And then Spain 2-0 up after 20 minutes of play, and already they were absolutely shredding Costa Rica. With half an hour gone, Jordi Alba was once again involved in a key moment down this left-hand side. Really good, really promising game for him in Luis Enrique's team. And it was a very weary-looking challenge there already coming in from Costa Rica. They spent half an hour there chasing the ball. It was a leggy sort of challenge. Brings Alba down, and then our very own Ferran Torres stepping up from the spot. Could he handle the nerves of a World Cup penalty? He absolutely could. Really composed finish from Ferran. I like the little hop in the run-up there to the penalty, really dispatched it well, and at half-time, Spain had a 3-goal lead, but like I say, were they done yet? Were they even halfway done? No, they weren't. The best was still to come. Because in the second half then, as he often can do, it's Ferran Torres who sets the pace of things. You know, his urgency and his energy up front is always appreciated by whatever coach he is playing under. And you can see here that he actually miscontrols the ball inside the box, but he wants it more. He goes then straight away to win it back. He does so in a very dangerous area, and even then he can squeeze home the finish from a tight angle to make it 4-0 to Spain. And you can see the reaction there from Luis Enrique, the appreciation towards Ferran Torres and indeed this Spanish performance starting off the second half as they mean to go on. But Luis Enrique then started resting his players, and he actually started with all, pretty much, of the Barça ones. He took off Ferran Torres there, Morata coming on, Pedri was also given a rest nice and early on, with Carlos Soler coming on in his place. Busquets went off for Koke, and Jordi Alba went off as well, and Luis Enrique gave Alba a really, really warm reception there. Very much enjoyed his performance, I feel, today in this game, and you can see why Lucho took them off, all of those Barça players, because they were running things out there. And we have seen this at previous tournaments, of course, in Spain were at their very, very best, where they had that core of Barca talent. The nucleus, really, of their team that kept things ticking over, that really was at the heartbeat of all the good things. And we saw that once again today. But coming on, there was still one Barca player who wanted to make his impact. And at 19 years old, making his debut for the Spanish national team at the World Cup finals. What a moment for Alejandro Balde there, coming on for Alba, having 25 minutes of play under his belt, and again, he took his chance. Because as we often see from Balde, it's the incredible pace, isn't it? It's the tenacity about the way that he can just break up the field and really do it absolutely incredibly, skipping past challenges there. You can see this one. He's just ripping apart Costa Rica down the middle there, and also he knows the perfect moment to release the ball. He plays in Morata. Morata there can't quite get the ball under control, but then the ball breaks and it's across towards Gavi, who's unmarked. What about this finish, guys? Because as this loop ball is coming towards Gavi, now I'm sure he's got 1,000 thoughts going through his mind, but the finish, it is ice cool. He knows exactly where he wants to put that ball. The placement, the poise on the finish, it's absolutely incredible there. It's a brilliant moment for Gavi, who not only today was the youngest player ever to play for Spain at the World Cup, he's now the youngest player ever to score for Spain at the World Cup, but in scoring that goal as well. At 18 years old, he is the third youngest ever goal scorer in World Cup history. And I think when he then ran away to celebrate with his arm around Alejandro Balde, that is an image there that really does, for all of us Barcelona fans, that is incredible. That brings enormous pride to us to see these younger players going out and playing for their country, taking, of course, everything they've learned at our club, coming through the academy there, understanding the way of playing at Barca, and now demonstrating it on the world stage. That is football heritage. That is Barca at the World Cup. And it really, really did make me proud out there today to see all of these players coming together and producing moments like this. And in the final stages of the game as well. Of course, Spain still were not done yet. Still the hunger, still the determination, right up until the final whistle. Carlos Soler there, making it 6-0 to Spain on 90 minutes there. Really good, solid finish from him. And Alvaro Morata as well. Like I say, on as a sub, he is the recognised centre-forward for Spain. And he got himself a goal as well, and much deserved it was. 7-0 to Spain against Costa Rica. And it doesn't get better than that, does it? In terms of your first World Cup game, and given, like I say, some of the upsets that we've seen this week, we think about Argentina, you think there earlier on today about Germany losing, and Spain here, they had an opportunity to put down a marker, to say, okay, we are ready. And that's what they looked like. They were composed, they looked energetic, they looked fresh, they looked ready to compete at the very highest level. And they sent out a statement here, because when you're looking right now at Group E, it is a really exciting group, especially now with Germany losing to Japan. Spain and Japan are on 3 points apiece. Germany now level with Costa Rica on none. And the next game, of course, it's Germany versus Spain. And that game, guys, is going to be absolutely huge at the World Cup. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen in that one. And I just think for all of us here, guys, today, given the fact that we have 8 Barcelona players in total in this Spanish squad, it's a shame that Ansu Fati couldn't come on there to really complete it all. Eric Garcia as well was an unused sub today. But it was really, really promising. And like I say, full of pride to see our players performing in that way. Spain, of course, are going to have bigger tests to come. That Germany game is going to show us exactly where they're at. But this is the start you want. You want to start off as you mean to go on, really pick up the pace and show exactly what you can do. Luis Enrique, for me, has worked wonders with this team. The confidence that he gives them, the conditioning and the way they look already now at this tournament, that's because of him. That is what he demands from every single player who buy into his philosophy. And I can't wait to watch more of Spain and to watch so many of these Barcelona players on the world stage. Please, guys, do leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you make of all 7 of Spain's goals at the World Cup today? And they've already nearly equalled their tally from the whole tournament that they won back in 2010. Can they again reach those heights? Only time will tell. I will see you soon, guys, of course, with more previews, reviews, and all of the World Cup content coming your way. Thank you indeed for watching, and I really do hope that you enjoyed that Spanish masterclass. I'll see you soon. But until next time, as always, it's Barça at the World Cup.